There's a better world that's a-comin', tell you why. There's a better world that's a-comin', tell you why. We will feed 'em on the land, on the sea and in the sky. There's a better world that's a-comin', tell you why. There's a better world that's a-comin', don't you see. There's a better world that's a-comin', don't you see. When we'll all be union and we'll all be free. There's a better world that's a-comin', don't you see. There's a better world a-comin', and don't you know. There's a better world that's a-comin', don't you know.
This program is what's meant my whole life, really.
I'm a union man.
It has given me what I have now here back in the state of Ohio. When I came out of the service and I moved back home here to Ohio, I wasn't really so sure what I was going to do. Well, this program, in conjunction with my local union, has been able to give me my entire life. I mean, without it, honestly, I would not have what I have right now. It has given me the chance to be able to put food on my table, keep a roof over my head. I know so many guys who did not take advantage of this program or did not know about this program for whatever reason, and they're still struggling to find and make ends meet. With me, it's given me that chance to take care of me right now, and also be able to take care of myself in the future by having an annuity, by having my health care. I mean, it's given me all the things that you hear every day on the news. Everybody's talking about what we don't have and what this country needs, and that they're fighting about in Congress and on the Senate floors. And we've been so far ahead, we've been doing it for over 100 years. You have such a family feeling and such a connection to your brothers when you're in the service, and when you come out, your brothers and sisters in your union, it's like you don't even miss a heartbeat at all. It's like it just continues, and it's amazing how similar they are to one another. And it doesn't change for you, and those feelings, and they put their hands out for you. I mean, they really open their arms to you and want to help you out whichever way they can. If you're coming out of service and you're not sure what you want to do with yourself as you're coming out, and you're not so sure college is maybe where you want to be in life, this program gives you an opportunity to kind of find yourself, get yourself set, and at the same time you can learn a skill and a trade. And also you're collecting college credits out of it by being in an apprenticeship, because it is affiliated. So you really get the whole world at one time without realizing you really are. I would say it's kind of the same thing when you join the service. For a lot of individuals, they're 18 or in their early 20s, and when they joined the service, they either were coming from high school or they were coming from college, and they did not have at the current time a job or career anywhere back wherever they come from, whichever state it is. When they leave, of course, they're not coming back out to a career or a job of any sort. So you have to go out and find yourself a new career. The Army, it was kind of easy. They kind of gave you a place to be and a job and a purpose. Now you have to find your own job and purpose. With the union and with the Almost Hardhats program, they give that back to you. You don't have to go out and search for it and find it and work so hard. They're giving back to you what you gave to your country, and helping you out with those things that you're looking for in life. I think the responsibilities that I learned in the service and responsibilities I had carry over, and helps me be more responsible here, more dedicated and disciplined to do what I need to do when I need to do it. It's kind of funny, coming out of the service and becoming an apprentice. It's almost like becoming a private all over again, and you already know what to expect. You already are prepared for that part of it, so it's not such a shock.
I'll tell you, one of the biggest things I've seen from the Helmets to Hard Hat guys is they are the leaders of their class. You can tell they're the ones that grab the bull by the horns. Especially if I go into a class and march some orders out, hey, I want this, this, and this done. It's that simple, guys. 9 out of 10 times it's the Helmets to Hard Hat guys that'll stand up. They'll take the bull by the horns. They'll get the rest of their class. Okay, this is how we're going to do it, guys. Blah blah blah. Yeah, fantastic, fantastic young men. Everything we hear about, oh, this younger generation. I'll tell you what. Other people might be seeing it, but I'm not seeing it down here. Even with the apprentices that did not serve in the military and did not come in Helmets to Hard Hats, these are young men and women. They're the top notchers. The only difference that I'm seeing is with the helmets to hard hats, these guys take it a step further. They're not only a top notcher, it's like I said, not to be redundant, but they'll tell everybody else here, this is how we're going to do it, guys. Let's all join together. I don't want Dana coming in here yelling at us again. Let's get this done and be over with it. So I take my job very seriously, very seriously. I am governed by the United States Department of Labor when it comes to how we do things down here. I get some variants that I can play with, but I have a set of guidelines. Nothing makes me more proud. The second part of your question, nothing makes me more proud that when one of my young men, when they top out, graduate from the system, and you hear that they're out there running the next wing of the hospital, or they're at the steel mill putting in a new steel line. To me, that's what makes it all worthwhile.
Joining the armed forces, I grew up a lot around my grandfather, and he was in the Army. He was a paratrooper also, and I felt that it was something maybe I wanted to do. When I turned 18 and graduated high school, I decided to give it a shot to see what was going on. There was a lot going on with our country at the time. This was back in 2002. So I joined the service and found myself, not even a year later, I found myself in Iraq for the first time. It's definitely a life-changing experience. I think it's something I'll take with me for the rest of my life. I learned a lot of lessons, learned a lot about myself. I think maturity-wise, it took me to a whole nother level, things I never really realized before. Coming home from the Army, I really did expect it to be a little tougher than I thought it was going to be, but with Local 94, it gave me the opportunity to come home and find a home and find employment and stay employed. It made the transition much smoother on me. The Helmets to Hardhats program, with Local 94 being affiliated with that, it gave me an opportunity I don't think I would have had otherwise without it.
There's a better world that's a-comin', tell you why. There's a better world that's a-comin', tell you why. We will beat 'em on the land, on the sea, and in the sky. There's a better world that's a-comin', tell you why. There's a better world that's a-comin', don't you see? There's a better world that's a-comin', don't you see? When we'll all be union and we'll all be free. There's a better world that's a-comin', don't you see? There's a better world a-comin', and don't you know, no. There's a better world that's a-comin', don't you know? I'm a union man in a union war, it's a union world I'm fighting for. There's a better world that's a-comin', don't you know? There's a better world that's a-comin', there's a better world that's a-comin', there's a better world that's a-comin', I'll tell you why, don't you see?